Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be making my final presentation of my completed course that I've been working on for the past couple of months with our class. For this course, I have created a customer who is an imaginary InfoSec firm named Intact. Intact is going to be implementing a new CRM or client relationship management tool, which is Asana. The course is going to be for their frontline teams on how to use Asana in accordance with Intact's protocol. The first thing I did was set up Asana. So I set up a project in Asana that has 6 columns here, and each one of these columns corresponds to a different type of interaction that one of their frontline team members would be having. In order to create an item on one of these columns, you would just go to the template that corresponds with the column you're trying to put an interaction in, and then fill out the template according to the instructions. I created this course in Canvas. The course has a total of 5 modules with one final exam at the very end. And if we go up here, I can take us through this course and show you how everything works. This is where a learner would get started right here. They would go here, and all of these pages have a banner on them. They're all uniform. I had to recolor and create this banner myself. Here the learner would just start. It tells them what they need, and then they would go to the next page to review the course goals and objectives. I wanted to give learners an opportunity to understand what they're actually working on. And on all of these page titles, I've also included the goal and whatever objectives that page corresponds to, just so that can link back to these course goals and objectives. So if we continue moving on, the learner would then review the course format, which is, again, just going back to what each of the modules pertains to, and then they review the course grading policies. In order to advance through the course, you have to score an 85% or higher, but you can resubmit your work and retake the quizzes and the final exams as many times as you want. So the point here is just to teach people. It's not to weed out any sort of type of learner or anything like that. It's just to get the information straight to them and make sure that they understand it. So from here, they would sign a contract that I wrote. That's the course agreement, and it's just saying that they understand the course grading policies, and that if they engage in any sort of misconduct, that they're subject to Intact standards, or their disciplinary procedures for how they deal with this sort of behavior. And it also gives them an opportunity to ask questions before proceeding. So once they sign that, they get their first knowledge check, which is a game that I created in Kahoot. It's just a mixture of multiple choice and questions, and just a couple of other types of questions. They're really easy. The idea behind these knowledge checks, there's 2 per module, is to actually present the learner with the questions that are going to be not only the module quiz, but also questions that are going to be on the final exam. So they're a way to actually prime the learner to respond correctly to the questions. So if we go through here, we get to our first activity page. The activities are all more or less the same. This is the actual CRM, the Asana project, and what it's like. It's just general qualities, and then they're asked to access Asana and then take a screen capture of their work and then submit it to Canvas. And that's the basic structure of all of the activities for Canvas goes. The learners would be completing tasks in Asana taking screen captures of them and then uploading them to Canvas for the facilitator to review. These types of activities are they're generally just pass or fail. You either do it or you don't. The instructions are extremely detailed, and if the learner does need to resubmit anything, they certainly can. So moving along, we have another activity page here. This covers tasks in Asana. In some places I've included these YouTube tutorials just from Asana's YouTube channel, and I've also included these interactive videos. I've shown these off before, but the way these work is you click on this. These are HTML5 videos, and you can full screen them if you want, but you click on these prompts that show a user performing a task in Asana, or in this case, completing a task. And as you click on these, you advance through the video and you learn how to do whatever set of instructions that pertain to the task at hand. So it's all fairly straightforward. And for this activity, they would follow these instructions and then they would take a screen capture of their work over in Asana and then upload it to Canvas. And then for this activity, it's a similar deal. They would just search in Asana for a customer and then take a screen capture and then upload it to Canvas. So each of these modules, they don't take that long to get through. It's very straightforward. You learn how to do one type of task and then you move on to the next. You have a couple of knowledge checks along the way, and then whenever you're done with all of your computer-based activities for the day, one thing that I've worked into my lesson plan is a migration exercise in which learners are directed to practice what they've learned by importing old documentation from a spreadsheet from the past 3 months into Asana. So what this does is it affords learners hours of practice as well as save them from having to overly rely on their prior system for managing client interactions. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to check out my course, there is a link in my post, and I hope everybody is having a really good semester, and I hope you have a great summer.